Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and I wanted to share a knife that I picked up while I was at Blade Show earlier this year. This is from Banzelcroft Customs. I've actually reviewed one of their previous blades on my channel, so I'll go ahead and link that video either above or in the description below. So I had an opportunity to talk to Michael, who is the owner at Banzelcroft Customs, and I saw some of their newer styles, and I asked him if he'd be interested in sending one out so I can check it out, and he said he would. He actually said he was going to be working on a new batch, so I have been following him on Instagram, and he's been keeping me up to date as far as how he's basically made this particular knife and a couple of others that he sent out to some other reviewers from scratch. And that was really awesome to see that journey that my knife itself took. There was some input that he wanted from me as far as the color of the handle itself, the color of the sheath and stuff like that. So we were going back and forth with that. And then when I got it in hand, I thought it was really, really awesome. So before we take a look at the knife, you do get, or I got, this little envelope right here. And inside of the envelope, there is two things. The first one is a certificate of authenticity. And then the second one is a little Allen wrench right here. So I like the fact that that was included. Let's go ahead and take a look at the certificate here. Let me slide it off so I can get access to it. So again, on the one side, it does have his signature. Again, his name is Michael. And then the date of production. So as you guys can see there, 7/16/2022. And then their logo and then the website. So their website is www.banzelcroftcustoms.com. So I'll leave a link to their site below if you guys want to go ahead and check any other stuff. And then on the other side, you do have some more information. So the product is called the Scalpel MEK, or the MEK. Now, MEK stands for Modern Everyday Kiridashi. So the previous one that I reviewed actually uses a standard box cutter blade, and that was a really awesome thing about that one. So what they did with this one is instead of using that blade, they've opted to use a scalpel blade, which again is I wouldn't say it's just as easy as the box cutter blade to get a hold of, but you can get a hold of them if you needed to. And then this particular one, the handle material is maroon canvas micarta. I went ahead and chose that one. I don't really have anything with maroon canvas micarta, so when he offered me the option, I went ahead and chose that one. And then a D number. I'm guessing this is specific to this particular knife. So that is really cool that they do include that, because again, it does give you more of a custom feel to the knife itself. So go ahead and move the little Allen wrench. So as you guys can see, I opted for a natural sheath here. I thought it would be a nice contrast to the maroon canvas micarta of the handle here, on the scales on the handle. So I went ahead and chose that one. You do get a little bit of a paracord right in the back here, which is nice, with a nice little knot finished at the end there. And then you do have this stopper here. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's basically what it is three little O-rings that he's used as a stopper there. So that is really cool. It makes it, obviously completely different and nice and custom. So you can grab on the handle right here and then use the paracord to give you a little bit more leverage, and then just kind of push off the sheath right here, and the blade will be revealed. Again, this is a scalpel blade, so it is a 60A stainless scalpel. So you do get quite a bit of cutting edge right there, but it is very, very thin because, again, this is a scalpel. Now, the beauty of this is that once the blade goes dull, you can just kind of replace them and then just throw a new blade in there. So there's no need to sharpen or anything like that. I would probably jump on either a hardware store or Amazon or something like that and order just a bunch of replacement blades just to have them, and I can go ahead and use them. Now, this is obviously not something that I would carry as my primary knife. For certain EDC tasks, you can get away with it, but because of the blade is so thin and it's so flexible, you just have to be careful of what you use it for. But I think it's definitely a conversation piece. This is not your typical knife. This is not something that you will typically see. The handle, it is nice and comfortable. You do have the little bump right here, which actually allows you it allows for your finger not to kind of slide up on it. There's no sort of jimping or anything like that. But again, I wouldn't consider this a heavy use knife. This is going to be really nice to open up boxes. I can index my finger on the top right there, slice open boxes. Or if you're doing any type of like maybe arts and crafts or something like that, where you need to cut, make really precise cuts into things, you can definitely use this the same way that you would use something like an X-Acto knife. Again, this is a scalpel blade, so it should be able to do what a scalpel blade should do. Now he does include the Allen wrench here, and he opts to use the Allen wrench with Allen screws because they're easily replaceable if you were to lose them or something like that. So with the tool right there, all you have to do is loosen up the 2 screws, remove the blade, bring in a new blade, and then just pop the screws back in there and you're good to go. These are actually the same size as the ones holding the handle material onto the body of the knife also. So if you wanted to remove the scales, you could do that as well. I'm not sure if my camera here is picking up how nice this maroon canvas micarta is, though. It's a really deep red color, as maroon normally is. So it's nice and vibrant. It feels really nice in the hand. It's very slick, so there isn't any type of grippiness or anything like that, but it just feels really nice in the hand. The handle itself is also tumbled, so you're not going to have any type of shininess or anything like that. Obviously, the blade is polished, so it's rather shiny, but everything else is nice and muted, so you do have that nice contrast. And the lanyard here does allow for, if you have slightly bigger hands, that you can go ahead and use that as extra grip on the handle itself with the paracord there. So really cool. Again, this is the Scalpel MEK Modern Everyday Kiridashi, and I think it is a really awesome conversation piece. I like the fact that the sheath is more of a compression fit right in there. It fits really nicely. As far as carry options, I would say I'm not sure if I would be able to throw a what do you call it, a clip, like a pocket clip or something like that on this, just because of the way that it's set up. But I would definitely carry this like in my pocket, or if I had a bag or something like that, carry it in the bag. But I could easily see this, having this like maybe on my desk and using it to open up mail and open up boxes and stuff like that, and just be able to have it. Now, the really awesome thing about this particular knife, the scalpel version, and then the other version also, which I reviewed previously, is the fact that if you're going to travel with your knife, then you can just go ahead and take the blade off and just take the handle with you in your check-in luggage, or in your the bag that you take with you in your plane. You don't have to check it in like you would a standard knife with a blade. You can just remove the blade, and it's just basically a handle, no blade on it. They might stop you and ask you about it, but as soon as you show them that there is no blade to it, you can go ahead and go on your way. And then when you arrive, maybe go to a hardware store or something like that and pick up a blade or two, a pack of blades or something like that, and then just throw them on there, and you'll have your MEK scalpel ready to go for whatever it is that you need. So that is a really awesome feature of the MEK, or the Modern Everyday Kiridashi, where you do the other blade or the scalpel blade here, the fact that you can travel with it as well. So that is really awesome. So I wanted to go ahead and showcase this knife for you. Again, it is by Banzelcroft Customs, because I think it's something that is unique. The really awesome thing is that they work with a lot of different handle materials. They do liners on some of them. So definitely check out the link below to their site if you guys are interested in seeing everything that they have available on there, the different colors, the different options of the MEKs or the MEKs that are available to them. And obviously, if you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and shoot an email out, or actually, if you want to follow them on Instagram, so you can see some of the new stuff that's coming out, the new colors and stuff like that. I would definitely recommend you do that, because Michael is a really awesome dude, and I just really like his product. So there it is, a quick look at the Scalpel MEK, or Modern Everyday Kiridashi from Banzelcroft Customs. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.